And so today we're going to start with some stretching. To start, we're going to reach up to the sky, and then reach for our toes. Okay. We're going to open up our feet. We're going to tip to one side. We're going to go to a flat back, so you're going to turn and try to get your back to be a straight line. And now reach down for your toe. And we're going to turn our feet and go into a high lunge. I'm going to turn once again into a side lunge. Now I'm going to come up, straighten both legs, and reach down in the middle. Come on up. And we're going to tip over to the other side. Flat back. Down to your toe. Turn into that lunge. And then turn to the side lunge. Come back up in the middle. And when we come to stand, slowly roll your way up. Okay. Now we're going to do some shoulder rolls. So roll your shoulders to the back. And now to the front. And now full arm circles to the back. And arm circles to the front. Okay. Now you're going to pull one arm across. Catch it at the elbow of your other arm. And switch sides. Then you're going to reach up, bend one arm, and pull the elbow of that arm. And switch. We're going to do some neck rolls. So roll your neck one way. And roll your neck the other way. Tilt your head to one side, and you're just going to place your hand on top of your head and apply a little pressure. Not too much, just enough to feel the stretch. And tilt to the other side. Now you're going to look down, place both hands on your head, applying still just that light pressure. And then look up. Awesome. So let's get started with right before the chorus. We're going to start 5, 6, 7, 8. And so you're going to start facing the right hand diagonal. So like from the center, turn a little bit to the right. And we're going to hit two poses. The first pose, you're going to step back with your left leg like this. And so your front leg is going to be a little bit bent, and your back leg is going to be straight. Your left hand, you're going to break at the wrist. So you want to make like a right angle. And it's going to come right behind you, like here. And your right hand, you're going to have the palm to the ceiling. You're going to place it on your forehead. You're going to tilt your head a little bit up. So this is pose 1. And so we'll hit that on 5. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on 6, you're going to step backwards with your right leg. And you're going to drop your chest and place your head in your hands. So that's on 6. So we're again. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then on 7, you're going to step back with your left leg again and just lift your body up. So this is 7. And on 8, you turn to the front. So all that again. Facing the right hand diagonal. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, moving on. So the arms at the start of this 8 count are going to go 1 and 2 and. So it's just going to touch your right hand to your right shoulder and then put it out. Put your left hand to your left shoulder, put it out in front. Now all your feet are going to do is your feet are going to be like hip length apart. You're going to have a slight bend to your knees and your head's going to tilt slightly to the right. And all your feet are going to do is go 1 and 2 and. So starting with your right foot, you're just going to step and then all the beats. So 1 and 2 and. So then all together with the arms, it goes 1 and 2 and. And then on 3, you're going to shimmy down. So you want to bend your knees even more and drop your chest down. And so then the next count, you're going to jump 4, land 5, stand up 6. So the jump, the position you want to be in the jump, you want your knees to be bent at right angles, and you want your arms to be behind you. So you want to try to squeeze your shoulder blades and pull them back, and you want your head to be tilted up. So in the air, you want to look like this. And so you're going to shimmy down 3, jump 4, land 5. And so when you land, you want your fingers to be on your thighs. You want your hands to be on your thighs and your fingers are going to face inwards. And you're going to drop your chest so that's almost touching your thighs. So you really want to drop really low for this. And then you're just going to stand up on 6, yeah. So once again, I'm going to start. Actually from the side of the count, it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, stand up 6. Then for this next part, your feet are going to stay, your feet aren't going to move, and you're going to put your hands, arms like this. So you want them to be a straight line with each other, like your knuckles touching, but just a little bit apart. So you want to look like this. So your knuckles are just slightly separated. And what we're going to do is you're going to roll over your shoulder, like this. So you're going to lift your left shoulder up, and then your right shoulder goes down, and opposite. So you want your arms to stay a straight line the whole time. And so after you stand 6, you're going to roll over your left shoulder, 7, roll over your right shoulder, 8, and then on and, you're going to pull your arms quickly up to the right. So that should be really sharp. So you're here, and you just pull them up really quickly and sharp. So once again, that is 7, 8, and. Okay. Let's connect that from right before the chorus. So facing the right diagonal. Then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and. So moving on, the next 8 count, we're going to start with the feet. What your feet are going to do is they're going to take small steps on the downbeat and the and. So it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And so your right foot's going to step on the downbeat, so all the numbers like 1, 2, and then your left foot's on all the ands. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Your arms on the other hand. So we were up here at 8 and. when you go to step, pep yourself a little bit by lifting your body up. And then on 1, when you step, you're going to drop your arms and drop your chest down. And then on 1 and 2 and, you're going to be lifting your body back up and turning it to the other side. So that on 3, so when we say 3, you're going to drop your chest again. And then you come back up, come back to the right, and on 5, you're going to drop again, but instead of having your arms up here, your right arm's going to just go by your side, and your left hand's going to come and rest just on the inner thigh of your left leg. So palm to your inner thigh. And you're going to come down like this. So you drop your chest a little bit more and turn your shoulder. So all together, so we're here, it's going to look 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Okay, to finish out the 8 count, I'll show you first. It looks like it's this part. And so the arms, what you're going to do is to go for the flick up. I focus mostly on my wrist. So you're going to turn your palms so they face you, and then you're going to quickly rotate them out. So like this. And then your elbows just going to do 1 circle and hit. So just the elbows come up and hit. And to emphasize it, you're going to rotate your wrist quickly. So quick up. So that is on 6. And then you're going to spin them down twice. So you're going to go out and out. And that's on 7. So you're up here, just going to make a big circle, circle. And then the steps for that. So we were here on 5. On 6, you're going to shift your weight backwards a little bit and step with your right foot again. So it's a little awkward because a lot of your weight on 5, a lot of your weight is on your right foot. So shift backwards a little bit, step again with the right foot, and then step with the left. And so with the arms, we're here 5, you're going to flip your wrists up, and then do the 2 spins down. So then on 7, your foot's going to come out. Wait, nope, not 7, I meant on 8, your foot's going to come out and come back in. So just the legs, you're here 5, step 6, 7, 8, and. So you want it to be straight, whoop, gotta balance out, and then back in. And your arms for this, they're gonna come out like you're gonna hug someone. So you want your palms facing in, and it's like you're hugging someone. So your right arm should be a little bit higher than your left arm, like a big old hug. So this is on 8, when your foot comes out, hug, and then on and, they're gonna come in. And what I do is I put my right hand on my mouth, like this, and then your left hand's gonna come and touch the right side of your waist. And so, all together, that looks like 7, wait, not 7, 8, and. Just like that. So let's add that into that 8 count. So it's gonna go, we are here on and, we're gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, and. We were here on and. Is this on and? So on 1, you're going to drop your chest down. I bring my hands to my waist, so like where your belt would be if you had like a belt. Grab it, and so my elbows a little bit out to the side, and drop down. And this is on 1. And now for the legs, you're going to step forward with your right foot on 2, and then step backwards with the same foot on 3. So just that, we are here, 8 and, 1, 2, 3. And so for your arms, you're going to have your arms bent and try to make right angles with them. And you're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg. So on 2, you step forward with your right foot, and so your left arm is going to come out, and then your right arm is just going to be behind you like this. So it should look something like this. So you go 1, 2, and then on 3, you're going to switch. So you're going to step back with your right, and so your left is in front, so your right hand is in front, and your left hand is in back. Opposite, whatever leg is in front, the opposite arm is up. And so that's on 3. And when you do that, you should have like little cat claws with your hand, like this. So all together, that goes 1, 2, 3. And on 4, you're going to step back up with your right hand, not right hand, whoop, right foot, and you're going to turn your right hand in. So it was like this, and then on 4, you're going to switch it so that your palm faces your face. And so on 4, we're here. So never mind. We are 3, step forward with your right, turn your hand 4. On 4 and, you're going to bring your other arm up. So it's on and on 5, you're going to step with your left. So you're going to step up and hop. And so when you hop, you want your arms to once again be behind you, so pulling your shoulder blades back, and you want your right leg to be, you want to make like up to the side. So you want your knee to be bent at a right angle, and you want to open up your hip as much as possible. So that, we'll do that again. Drop down 1, step forward with your right 2, step back 3, step forward and turn your hand 4, bring it up and hop 5. And on 6, 7, 8, just return to center. And then you walk your feet together for prep for the next move. One little detail you can add is when we step. So when I step forward, your left foot, the heel turns in. So as you step, you put weight on your toe and turn your heel in. So this movement. And then when you step back, so quick move, you turn it back, and when you step, your heel comes in again. You don't have to add that detail, but if you want, you can. So go with that 8 count, go forwards 1, step 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Now for the next 8 count, on 8 we are standing with our feet together. You're going to step out with your left foot. And when you do that, you want your left hand to come around and touch your right waist, and your right hand is going to come around your head like this. So it's going to reach over, cross by the left of your head, around the back, and then down to the right. And when you do that, you want your chest to follow. So your chest is going to go to the left, to the back, and then to the right. So all together, it looks like this, around. And that's on 1, 2. So you're going to go 1, 2. And when you come to the right, your hand is going to touch your knee. And it's going to drag your knee in. You're going to lift, it's going to lift your knee up, and then come back down. And so, as soon as so you step out, go around. As soon as your right hand touches your knee, you're going to take your left hand, and you're going to put it out. So you want your shoulder, your bicep to be in line with your shoulder, so don't have to be too low or too high. You want it to be even, and you want at your elbow for it to be like a right angle. So just like this. There we go, up to the side. as you pick up your knee and then come down. And on that is 3, 4. So you're gonna go 1, 2, pick up 3, land 4. And then on 5, I'm going to drag once again, you're gonna drag your right foot into your left, stand up a little bit, because then you're gonna immediately come back down and step to the right. For our 6, and you're gonna stand up on the and of 6, and on 7, you're gonna put your hands out to the front. So you want your right hand to be in front of your left, and still have like slight cat claw, but like, not like this, but you want some tension in your hands, in your fingers. So this is 7, then 8, you're gonna separate them. And when you do that, your legs are just gonna stay together. So all that looks like is 7 and. So all together from the start of that 8 count, start feet together, step out, swing 1, 2, pick up your leg 3, land 4, move to the left 5, step to the right 6, stand up and 7, 8. Good job. Okay, moving on to the next 8 count. What we are going to do, on 1, you're going to step out with your right leg, and we're just going to tip and tip and tip. So when you tip, you want your body to be a straight line. So you don't want to like keep your body this way. Everything should be a straight line. Tip to one side, tip to the other side, and just like this. So I'll keep everything really tight in a straight line. And so when we do this, our arms, we just want 7, 8. And so we're going to step out 1, 2, and our hands are going to come in front of our face, like this. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they are out, they're just going to come in, out, in. And that coincides like what side we're going, so we went bum, bum, 7, 8, step out 1, so you're going to sway to the right, your arms are going to come in front of your face, 1, 2, then open, sway to the left, 3, 4, and then back to the right, 5, 6. And then we're just going to put our foot back down. And on 7, 8, our feet are not going to move. Our arms, on the other hand, we're going to, one second. Yeah, so your left arm is going to start by your waist. It's going to come over to the right side of your hip, and then up so it's in line with your shoulders. So it's 7, and you're going to lead with your shoulders. So when you want your arm to come to your right hip, you're going to turn so that your shoulder leads. So your chest is going to turn to the right, and then when it hits up here on 7, you want to pop your chest a little bit like that. So this is 7, and then on 8, you're going to do a similar thing just with the other hand. So lead with your shoulder to the other hip, and on and hit up. This is like 7 and 8 and. So from the top of that 8 count, we are up here. We're going to step to the side, go 1 and 2 and, whoop, sorry, incorrect counting. Let's try that again. We're going to step out to the side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to go 7 and 8 and. So just go again. You're going to lead with your shoulder and your wrist, so don't lead with your fingers. You want to kind of drag it like shoulder and wrist. So shoulder and wrist. So from left hip to right hip, up. Then take your right hand to your left hip and up. So 7, 8. And on 8, and you want to pop your chest again a little bit. And so then, yeah, one more time, counting that 8 count. 7 and 8. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and. We ended 8 and up here. And this next part's the exact same. Gonna hit down 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So that part's the exact same as before. And then for 6, 7, 8, the arms stay the same. So you're still gonna go the spin up, 2 spins down, out, in. But our legs are gonna be a little bit different. So our feet aren't actually going to move. What you're going to do is, so you have more of your weight on your right foot, you're going to pop your heels so that your heel's off the ground. And you're going to, once again, you're going to push your weight a little bit back onto your left leg and lean forwards. So you want like this kind of pulsing motion here. And so on 6, you're going to spin up, pulse forward. And on 7, pulse forward again. And then for 8, you're going to push backwards on this leg, and so that all your weight is on your left leg, and have it out straight. And on and, just come back in. So those legs together, we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, and. Good, and now let's add the arms in from here. 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and. And then, once again, this is the same. You're going to drop down 1, step 2, step 3. And now, the difference here is that you're not, on 4, you're not going to turn your hands in. So you want to keep your palms facing out. So, we're here, 4, wait, we're here, actually. 4, don't twist your arm. 4, and keep your palms facing out. And then on 5, you're going to take your leg and pull it backwards. And when you pull it behind your left leg, you want to lift your chest up a little bit. So all together, those feet, we are here on 4, and pull back 5. And what our arms are going to do, so we had our arms like this, you're going to make them into this position. So you want to do kind of like the I love you, bend your thumbs in, and then you're just going to bend your pointer finger like this. So this is what you want to do. And when you pull your leg back, so you're like here, going to get to this position, you're going to turn your wrists so they face in and pull backwards. So you're going to pull by your mouth. So here, pull by your mouth. So you want your pointer finger to be like right in line with your mouth as you pull back. So all together, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. So see, you're going to lift up and pull. And then 7, 8. Recenter yourself to the front. Okay. This is the last 8 count. So on 1, you're gonna step behind you with your right foot again. So just like the position we were just in. So step back. Your hands are going to make a cross. Then you're gonna hit up on 1, and then come down. So it's like 1. So all together, that looks like 1. And then 2, you're going to look like you're holding a cup with your arm. And it's going to be that similar position where we want our shoulder in line, our bicep in line with our shoulder. And it doesn't have to be right angle now at your elbow. It can be a little bit more softer. So So you're 1, and so your arms like this. You're going to step out to the right with your right foot, and your whole body's going to make a circle. So 1, and then you're going to make a circle with your body. So you really want to emphasize that. So 1, 2, wait, this is 1, 2, so take one beat to come up, 1 beat to come down. So 1, 2, step out, 3, and you're gonna touch on 4. So you don't want to put any weight on this foot yet, you're just touching on your toe, so don't put your heel down. So 1, 2, come on, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to tip your arm like you're drinking. So take that cup that you have and you're going to drink it, and then you're going to do a body roll. So you're going to lift your chest up, and then as your chest comes in, push your hips forward and relax it. So body roll, and that's as you drink. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8. And so then as you drink, lower your elbow. And so that last 8 count is going to look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to go from the beginning. So remember, we're facing the right diagonal. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.